And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, here's Gibson again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible. But we watched it happen.
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
A run here for J.D. McKissic. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. 6-0 our score after 1. On second down, a run with Gibson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple into the 38. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll go play action. Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL-caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A first down carry for Barkley. He did it again, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them. Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are once again back in front. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And coughed it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Lance. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And some space here. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gano the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
On the tackle, it is Dane Belton. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the score. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Lance's throw brought in by Bellinger. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Throwing now is Lance. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Howell from the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Howell on the QB sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Sam Howell scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Commanders have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time the move out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 152 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 54 yards. And the Giants have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game. Instead, it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off play action. It's Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. A third quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Howell. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Gibson again. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Third and 2, here's Howell. And this this is going to be incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Well, last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the 17, Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And Howell will throw it. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Gibson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Howell on the QB sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Sam Howell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Howell throwing for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good for a Giants first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lance gets this to Bellinger. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Lance looking to throw. This is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Lance back to throw. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. So 3 points, the deciding margin, and the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long kick, you know, we've almost gotten to the point with these kickers these days. Anything inside 60, we just expect them to make it. But that was a tough pressure kick.
I love how you brought that up, though. That is so true because the kickers have almost